So the angles I'm getting on the camera still aren't the best. I wish I could get a little bit more of a close-up for you to see. But it's just sparks and all that at the camera and everything. It still is pretty close, but well, we'll figure it out over time. But anyway, so this is the piece I'm taking out. It looks like there's a few rivets here. I've got 1, 2, 3. No, I'd say there's another one. So there's about 5 or 6 there, and then there's another 4 or 5 there. So drill out all these rivets, get this panel off. I'm probably going to change that out because there's a bit of rust in it. Bowl them. I'll get them out of the other one. Right, so in the last part of the video I had to stop it halfway through because I wasn't able to keep recording. The battery was dying in the camera. So I'm just going to show you what I did. I cut out this piece here. I'll pick it up and show you. That's the one. Sorry, the lighting is so bad as well. I'm still trying to sort that out. I have to get better lights I'm using. But anyway, yeah, so I've gotten the other side out as well. And it's showing all the rust's face. So there's a lot of chopping to still do. So the next part for me to do is take out these panels on each side. Get rid of all of this rust out here. I'm gonna actually have to poke at this now next. It's just eyes upon, and behind it it's just rotten. I'd say it's just eyes upon. So that panel will have to be cut out as well. Then I'm going to have to clean up this panel here, and from there then cut out, actually yeah, I noticed as well, here's rotten, if you can see that. So here's all rotten as well, and here. So that's what I have to get up to now next. Right, so we're continuing on. And we're going to take out all of these rivets as far as, I reckon, around here. Just as far as the rust goes on this side. There's loads of rust here. So, and these are 2 separate panels. So I want to take the rivets out as far as here so we can split these 2 panels apart. This one and this one. And I'm going to keep this one. And I'm going to cut this one out and replace it. Now, I still am going to be cutting a section of this panel out. Because but I'll be cutting it, I reckon, as far as here, around that, maybe a bit lower, and replacing that as well. I actually think the inner panel as well will have to be taken out, but we'll look into that after I get this panel out first. Update on it. I've obviously gotten this panel out now. It proved to be a bit tricky. I've realised now that I'll have to take all the rivets out of each panel, rather than I was hoping to just only take it from here, take as far as here out, and be able to leave those 2 rivets, at least that one anyway. No, seems to be that I have to take them all out. And even at that, like, it's because I can't stretch the panels back enough without it. And even cutting that, I ended up cutting up a little bit because I had to use a hacksaw blade, as you've obviously seen, and it kind of cut a bit sideways. So I'm gonna have to sort that out when I'm cutting the other van. I'll probably just take a little bit more off it and then trim this out and put it in nicely. But yeah, I think if anything, that just means just spend a little bit more time at it, and don't rush, you know. I think that's the main thing I can take from that now, because there's just little finicky little things that you get to a certain point and you're drilling them all out, flying along, and you go, no, now I have to drill that one out because this panel won't come out. And because I tried taking out one of the panels, I ended up bending that or something like that a little bit, and now I have to straighten out. There's little finicky things happening like that, but sure, it's part of the learning process, isn't it? So we're going to continue on now and decide where we're going to cut here and chop it out. So soon, in a minute, there won't be anything on this side. Took a few wiggles, but we got it. Now we've gotten it out, and as you can see, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. There's a big rust hole there in the arch. So now for this, oh Jesus, I didn't even realise that wire was there. I could end up cutting it out. But yeah, so this is going to have to be chopped out next. Here we have another square that's going to have to be cut. So there's a little, this is a holding wire, so it's not an earth or anything, so it's okay. It doesn't matter anyway, because I just re-welded in or whatever needs to be done. But yeah, this needs to be cut out. So I reckon there's going to be a little bit of drilling. There's going to be a little bit of work involved in this one, but we'll get it. A few rivets in there. We're going to give it a pry, see what we can do. The rivets are coming out, but some of them are a pain because whatever way they're welded, some of them are too close together, some of them are far apart, some of them are a little bit deceiving. Whatever way they're welded, they're welded on one side nearly. It's, you know, it's a perfect circle where it's crimped or something, but then where it's welded, but it's like one side gets more than the rest, maybe more of a weld than the rest or something. Because I'm finding some of them, and like you have to give them a little bit of a pry, a little bit of a crack, you know, to get them. But that's what's holding me up the most here, you know. With these two here, I'm having a little bit of trouble with them, but I'll get them, whether I grind them out or whatever. Maybe I'll give them a little bit of a grind now or something like that. I was using a little reamer tool here, the air reamer, just to try and get a bit of headway on them. But I don't know, when I tried to just grind down this piece of steel because I couldn't see the head of the rivet, so I just decided to grind it down. But I can just about see it now. But yeah, we're gonna see how we get on. I've noticed as well there's a bit of rot up here, and that's bulging a bit, so I might see if there's a few rivets up here, drill them out, peel this up a little bit, and see if I have to cut out, because I put the screwdriver and it just lifted some of the steel out. So I reckon that's what's going to have to happen. And if that's the case, then what I might do is I might just cut it from here. I might just cut that, you know what, I might just take that, if that comes out easy enough, I might just take that whole section. See that? I'll take the rivets out of that. That's exactly what I'll do. Actually, I didn't even notice them rivets there for a minute. But I'm going to take the rivets out of this, and we're going to cut. I'm going to rivet out this, I'm going to cut down and get rid of these as well, and that should be it. I don't know what this is though. Let's find out. Right, so I'm back. Now, last thing you've seen was me probably cutting out this section, the rear section on this side, and then the camera cut out, and that was because the memory card was full and the battery was just about to die anyway. So I just brought it down, put it on charge, cleared the memory card, and continued on with the van. So I decided what I'll do is I'll just let you know what I've done as I continue on, because when you're in the zone, you know, you can't just stop, you just keep going. And yeah, so it'll be just as good just to let you know what happened. So on the left hand side, the whole side section is taken out, which I'm pretty sure you've seen, and then I took a square out of each side of where the chassis rails are. There's a piece of the floor as well, because that was all rotten. And then continuing on to the right hand side, the same sections have been taken out in the arch, the rear arch, and also the outer panel, the outer skin. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to fit into the video. If I keep talking, not very much, but yeah. So let's move on to the next section.